Oh my gosh, I feel like today's one of those days where you like film a whole video and then realize that the memory card wasn't in the camera, which actually is impossible because then it wouldn't be recording. But whether there's lipstick on your teeth or something horrible so that you have to do the whole video over again. Back to our channel. Today is Fit Friday, which last week I wanted to change the name to Fat Friday, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because this week has been a good week weight-wise. Everything else, throw it out the window because it's been a rough week. It's been a long week. You guys know we have been packing. We are moving tomorrow. Pray for us, think of us, and hope that we're not at each other's throats the whole time. So to get started this week, we will start off with weights. You guys know last week, unfortunately, I did not lose anything. I was 277.6, stuck at that level, straight on it. It was so absolutely frustrating, and you guys kept encouraging me to keep going and to stick with it, and I'm so glad that I did, because this week I lost 2.6 pounds. I'm 275 even. I'm thrilled with that. That is, whenever I get to the fives of like a new number of like 275, 285, 295, I always feel like I'm at that halfway point of like seeing a new number, and so I'm excited to get into the 260s and hopefully the next month or so. So I'm really excited about that. Derek also lost 1.5 pounds. I'm the worst with keeping up with what he actually weighs, but I know that he lost 1.5 pounds. He is asleep, trying to get a couple of hours of sleep before we have to finish packing. But he lost another 1.5 pounds this week. I ran for the first time this week. I got 1.25 miles, so 1.25 miles in. My mile was a little bit high. It was 13 minutes and something. And when we were running a couple of months ago, I had gotten down into the 12-minute miles. So I'm definitely going to keep working on that. I have not been feeling so great. I don't know if it is pregnancy related or if it is related to the crenone or progesterone that I'm on, but I have not been feeling so good. I was going to run yesterday, and I couldn't talk myself into it. I'm so tired all the time. We've been packing, we've been getting all of this stuff ready to move into a new house, and I just could not fit the run in, which is not an excuse, but I didn't do it yesterday. So I'm hoping to go on my first run in our new place sometime next week. I want to run our 3.1 miles, which is a 5K, a couple of times before we have to run it on April 15th, so I've got to get working on that. But I found this, it's really cool. When we started losing weight, let's see, what are the dates on this? This is, the starting measurements were in 2014, March 22nd. So almost 2 years ago exactly. We started working out, started trying to lose weight, and I'm a pack rat, and so I end up keeping everything. And so Derek always complains about it, but this is a cool way that you guys aren't going to be able to read it, but every once in a while I find things that are useful and that I enjoy seeing again. So I just wanted to go over our starting measurements and our current measurements. I know a lot of you guys encourage us to measure, which we need to do a better job of, because I know sometimes the scale doesn't move, but your inches are moving. So we're going to try to do that once a week as well. Total inches lost. Derek has lost 4.5 on his stomach, 2 on his waist, 1.5 on his arms, 2.5 on his thighs, and 3.5 on his chest. When we started losing weight, I had a ton more weight to lose. So when you look at his weight loss and when you look at his measurements, you have to keep in mind that I had a lot further to come. So the numbers are a lot bigger, just because I had a lot more weight to lose. This was really exciting to me to be able to see how many inches I've lost. I've started looking at my before and after pictures, and I really didn't take many. I'm kind of bummed about it. My sister actually has most of the pictures, and they're just pictures that we took on vacation. I'll try to find some of those. But if you see, you can tell how miserable I was. I was absolutely miserable. So on March 22nd, 2014, when we first started this, My stomach was 65.5 inches and I have lost 12 3/4 inches. My waist was 65 inches. I've lost 14 inches. Off of that, I've lost 2 inches off of my arms, 6 off of my thighs, and 12 off of my chest area, which I have been measuring right under my bra line. Everybody stores weight differently. Mine is all in my back and in mostly my stomach. I have very small legs most of the time. My thighs can kind of go up and down a little bit, but they're relatively normal size for a girl who is 6'1", almost 6'2". 12 3/4 inches and 14 inches is crazy, and I know when I see the total pounds that I've lost, it's huge, and I'm so proud of myself and I'm so proud of everything that I've done. But to be able to look back at the inches is really exciting as well. So I have lost just shy of 50 inches from all over my body. That's counting stomach, waist, arms, thighs, and chest, and right under 104 pounds I think it's at now. I'm thrilled with that, and I cannot wait to see the progress in a year, see how the inches have changed and how my weight has changed. It kind of takes my breath away when I look back at pictures of myself. It was definitely the same person, like I'm still the same person that I was then, but also not in the same way. I didn't understand the level of happiness that I could have, and how much better my life could be if I lost weight. It was hard, and it still is hard. It's hard right now to make good choices, make healthy choices, make the time to exercise, and put my body and my weight loss first. If I knew what I know now, I would have started it a long time ago, because I feel like I missed out on years of happiness and being this happy and this content with my life. Another thing that I found, you guys might laugh at me, but when I first started losing weight, I don't even know if you can see the weights on there and the little stars. Most of them have fallen off. And I actually might get a little bit choked up talking about this. But when I started losing weight, I wanted to encourage myself and give myself rewards for things and rewards for pounds lost, not food related, which was hard because when you're an emotional eater, food makes you happy. And so it was hard to remember that it was actually counterproductive to reward my weight loss with eating things unless they were healthy. And most of the time in the beginning, I didn't want to eat healthy food. So I made this little chart, which the starting weight on here is 353.2. So I had already lost 20 or 30 pounds when I made this. But I'm guessing I probably made this in a time of kind of like I was last week, where maybe I hit a plateau, or maybe it was really hard for me. And so I made this and bought these little stars, and I marked off every 2 pounds that I lost. Apparently back then my goal weight was 269.2, which I am 5.8 pounds away from that. That's crazy to me, because I'm guessing that I probably made this around the same time that I wrote my my measurements on that chart. And so to think that I am 5.8 pounds away from what back then, way back then, was my goal weight. If I made it to this weight, I was gonna be happy, and now I'm like, psh, I'm going so much farther than 269.2. 269.2 is gonna be left in the dust. But the other night, whew, Derek gave me a pen and let me mark off, because I stopped marking off at 311.2. And I was able to mark all the way down to 275.2. All of those little X's I got to fill in because of my hard work over the past year, and that means so much to me. And I'm so proud of myself and how far I've come. And so I cannot wait to see what is in store. You guys know that we have been dealing with infertility for 6 years, and we just recently started trying to conceive naturally again, and that's definitely something that fuels my desire to be healthier and to lose weight. I've come a long way, but I still have a long way to go to be considered healthy for my height, and that's what I want to be. I want to be as healthy as I can be. and do everything that is in my power to make sure that I have a healthy environment for a baby. And if it's something that's wrong, that is just completely out of my control, then so be it. But I want to be able to look back and know that I did absolutely everything that I could do. So that is all for this Fit Friday. I'm sorry I got a little bit emotional on you guys, and when I talk about things like that, it just kind of brings it out of me. Plus, I've been emotional the past 3 or 4 days anyways. But we love you guys so much. We hope that you guys are making healthy choices and making healthy changes. If you're not, start today. Doesn't matter when it is, doesn't matter what day it is. My sister and I always joke that we have to start a diet or healthy eating on Monday, and you absolutely don't. You can make a change today. Just do something to start making changes, because I can promise you, a year or 2 years later, you're gonna be able to look back and say, it was worth it. We love you guys. We will see you tomorrow for another packing and moving vlog. Think of us, we're gonna be moving. It's gonna be stressful. I'm hoping I'll sweat a lot and lose a lot of weight while we're moving, but we love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Yes, I am filming a video today. Number 1, because I had to, and number 2, because I didn't want to pack anymore, and this was a good excuse. So if you see like 12 videos posted today, that's probably why. Let's wait for the helicopter to pass over. Hopefully the dog doesn't start losing his mind. I can barely see him through the crack in Derek's computer monitors. He's already shaking, which means he's probably about to start barking. Are you gonna bark? Because if you are, then to get it over with before I start filming. That is what my day has been like today, because today is packing day. It's the last packing day before moving day. Derek is asleep. Help me!